All right, here we are in Madrigal's Magic Key to Spanish, Lección número 3 on page 23. And we are taking a break from learning nouns to learn a verb tense. It is the past tense. Ordinarily, the present tense is taught first because it comes first in the order of the language. But I feel that the past tense will be more useful to you at this point. So at the risk of exposing myself to that dreadful epithet, unorthodox, I am jumping feet first with you into the past tense. Once you have mastered it, you will have the narrative language that you use every day with your friends. You will be able to tell what you did and saw and how it impressed you. I did this or that is the beginning of a story, whereas I do thus and such is apt to stop you cold. I eat a lot can only be followed by a few unpleasant remarks, but last night I had dinner with Joe opens up endless possibilities. Some easy verbs. There are over 200 nouns that end in acción that can be converted into verbs if you simply remove the acción and add verb endings. Okay, on page 24, we start talking about how to make these verbs. This first section, bloop, 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 is for the subject I. And I'm going to go ahead and read from down here because it applies to everything up here. Yo is the word for I in Spanish, but it is frequently dropped. So we're going to take the noun preparación. We're going to remove the acción to get prepar. When we add the letter E, which has an accent mark over it, you say preparé, I prepared. You don't have to say yo preparé. You do have to accent the E so that people know you're talking about the past tense. Preparé, I prepared. We've just done that. We're going to move to la celebración. Remove the acción, we get celebré, I celebrated. La invitación. Remove the acción, we get invité, I invited. La combinación. Remove acción, combiné, I combined. La conversación. Conversé, I conversed. La presentación, presenté, I presented. Again, you don't have to say yo. If you do want to say yo, it kind of emphasizes who is doing the action, if you're emphasizing that you did it. So next you're going to learn the usted form of the past tense. So I'm moving right down here to say the same thing. Usted is frequently dropped, but we'll use it in this lesson so that you will get used to the inverted order of words in the questions. As we talked about in class, there are two forms of you, and we are going to focus on using usted. We'll use two from time to time, but not right now. So to say you prepared, we're going to take the noun, preparación, remove the acción, and add the letter O with an acento. Preparó, you prepared. Usted means you, but is frequently dropped. Nouns. Celebración, remove acción, celebró, you celebrated. Invitación, remove acción, invitó, you invited. La combinación, remove acción, combinó, you combined. La conversación, remove acción, conversó, you conversed. La presentación, remove acción, presentó, you presented. Usted preparó, you prepared. To ask a question, you change the order of the subject and verb. So you get preparó usted, did you prepare? Usted invitó, you invited. Invert it, invitó usted, did you invite? Usted presentó, you presented. Presentó usted, did you present? Again, the word order is inverted in questions. And we can drop usted, but we're not doing it in this case so that you can see the correct way of doing it. So for past tense endings, first person I, the ending is y with an acento. For second person you, and this is the formal you, we're using o with an acento. Up here we have some vocabulary words to remember. La lección, the lesson. I like to go down. La clase, the class. La cena, supper or dinner. La casa, the house. Para, for. En, in or at. Mi, my. Su, your. Esta mañana, this morning. Esta tarde, this afternoon. Preparé, I prepared. No preparé, I didn't prepare. ¿Preparó usted? Did you prepare? This is quite a conversation. And I have thoughts about how we're going to do this because I don't think it's going to be helpful for me just to read it to you. I think we'll do this in class. Sentence forming exercises. For practice, combine the words below in different ways to form as many sentences as you can. Just be sure to use words from each of the 3 columns in every sentence you form. I am simply going to read these to you so that you can hear the pronunciation. Preparo. Sorry, I did it in the present tense. Preparó usted? Did you prepare? La lección, the lesson. Esta mañana, this morning. Preparé, I prepared. La cena, the supper. Esta tarde, this afternoon. No preparé, I did not prepare. You need a subject. You can make a different subject if you don't want to use those. Para la clase, for the class. En el club, in the club. We don't really need that one for my class. En el hotel, in the hotel. En mi casa, in my house. Here's an exercise in translation with the answers below. Don't, you have to translate first. So that is all for chapter 3. Nice and short.